this is not being given enough attention. They're finding content creators specifically, their words exactly, but if you're a content creator that's making a living, making videos that could be interpreted as for children, get business liability insurance, get a lawyer.
Any video
now.
that is affected by Coppa or Coppa, you know, if you have a video that's marked for kids, is no longer suggested, aren't able to have freaking notifications.
That's the real problem.
If you make money on it, it's like going to be nothing. And there's going to be a whole bunch of
before you
can't
get
even make
worded
money on
so
video.
you're not allowed to make this video of this guy, and you get
so confused.
This guy who's
Well,
regardless, you get the impression
like
that
liability on
January
YouTube.
1st this
of
guy is
2020.
like talking about taking down creators,
Federal Trade Commission
barrels.
They're the ones shooting fish in a barrel.
YouTube is the barrel. They're taking them down and flying them, and that's the thing we're talking about. There will be years.
What did I do?
Hey guys, so I'm back with another video on Coppa, and I know what you're thinking. You're gonna say, "Oh, this is a bad video, and oh, the OSC is gonna die." Oh, yeah, and I may have over-exaggerated a little bit, and I'm sorry for that. But there is actually some good news to come out of this. But first, I'll start with some of the stuff I missed in the last video, because the last video I did, I didn't have a script. I was just kind of like going off my head. But now I can actually like explain this a little better to you guys. So, Coppa stands for the Children's Online Privacy and Protection Act. It was started in 1998 and it hasn't been updated since, so you can probably tell why everything's so freaking stupidly vague. Like, the rules seem really outdated. Like, you can't say fun or like cool without it being detected as made for kids. And don't attack YouTube for this. Technically it is their fault because they broke the law. They've been collecting data on children for like a long time now. But it's not their fault. The FTC is making them do this. But the thing is, I don't really want to make the FTC seem like the bad guy, because they actually listened to us, and I'll get into that later. But like I was saying, YouTube doesn't really want this to happen. They're just like they've said, that we know it's gonna be hard for everyone, but it's probably gonna happen. But it's not going to be as bad. The good news is the Change.org petition got over 500,000 supporters, and the document got over 100,000 comments on it, mostly telling them to change it. Probably the most shocking news of all, and get this, you all are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but a Roblox YouTuber might help us a little bit. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're not listening anymore. But, let me explain. So, someone on the last video commented, and they were like, "Hey, this guy's going to the FTC to talk to them." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, that's not true." But then he actually, like, it's this guy named Creekcraft. He's a Roblox YouTuber. And he actually has, like, proof that he's flying out to DC, and he's gonna meet up with the FTC like in real life and talk to them about how this could affect creators. Also, literally last night, November 22nd, 2019, the FTC made like a blog stating some things that make the whole thing seem a little less vague. And some of this actually sounds really good. Like, one of the things they put in the blog says that the additional factors the FTC will consider in determining whether your content is child-directed is the subject matter, visual content, the use of animated characters or child-oriented activities and incentives, the kind of music or other audio content, the age of models, presence of child celebrities or celebrities who appeal to children, language or other characteristics of the site, whether advertising that promotes or appears on the site is directed to children. One of the most important things about this is when the FTC looks through your videos, they're going to check your analytics. And what that means is they're going to see how old are the people watching your video. And that's the thing. A lot of kids, including myself actually, have faked their age. I probably shouldn't be saying this because I'm gonna give them like hints, but faked their age to make channels because they were like too young. Because before, YouTube was like, oh, you can't make a channel unless you're 13 and up, oopsie. And like, so me, myself included, made a channel with a fake age so I could get in. And I know a lot of people that did that because I looked at my analytics and it said the majority of people watching my stuff is like 35 to 40 years old, which I know is not true. But that's a good thing, because then that means I can mark my stuff as not made for kids, and it'll keep its comments, and I'll keep my community tab, and all that good stuff. And also, just another thing they added last night. They said, and I quote, "Just because your video has bright colors or animated characters doesn't mean you're automatically covered by Coppa. While many animated shows are directed to kids, the FTC recognizes there can be animated programming that appeals to everyone." So that means the FTC does know that every animated show isn't for kids. Because before this rule came out, and I was like starting to like make bullet points for this video, one of my examples was gonna be Happy Tree Friends, because that's like bright and colored. And if they didn't say this, people would be like, they're gonna mark Happy Tree Friends as for kids. It's not for kids because it's bloody and gory and scary, and kids are gonna get traumatized, and then YouTube's just gonna sink into a deeper hole. But now that they say this, chances are that probably won't happen. If worst comes to worst, I'll be uploading Object Explosion on Vlare and fiyah.tv, which are two YouTube alternative websites that I made in the past couple of days. Like I said, just in case worst comes to worst. If it's not as bad and everyone's just kind of blowing this out of proportion, like I think, then I'll be staying on YouTube and probably not using them. But like chances are, if like I said, it's only if worst comes to worst. So yeah, just basically, just like last time, keep commenting on the document. Be civil, be polite. Don't be like, oh, this is horrible. Don't be mean to them. Sign the petition. If we can get them to notice that, they might like lower some of the restrictions. So yeah, just do that, and hopefully we can get everything figured out. I'll see you guys in the next video.